Good morning. We are at the Kegel property. We're going to be completing a repairability test on this left slope, which is east. We have this damaged shingle here I've identified with an X. We'll do our repair test on that shingle. We'll see how it affects all of those surrounding shingles. I've marked up all of those shingles surrounding the damaged one. I'll give you an overview of all of those before we get started. All of those surrounding shingles could potentially be damaged during the repairability test. So I'll show you the condition of all of those surrounding shingles once we're finished. I'll be using a putty knife, roof snake, hammer, and flat bar. We'll get started with the putty knife. We'll use that to unseal these two bottom or lower shingles, 5 and 6. Now we'll use this flat bar to unseal the top two shingles. Now that we have all of those unsealed, we'll start removing the nails. Alright, that should be all of the nails. Slide this new shingle in place and get it all lined up nicely. Start getting some nails in there now. We'll be using the roof snake for that. Alright, our repairability test is complete. I'll show you guys the results here. Alright, I'll give you another overview of all of those surrounding shingles. And I'll give you a close-up of these shingles right above here. We can see some stress fractures along these just from lifting those up in order to remove the nails and put some more back in. You can see small stress fracture there. Just from lifting that up, we can see that creasing right there when lifting it. A little bit there as well. And then this is real bad right here. What those stress fractures are is the matting on the shingle is breaking just from being too brittle, too old. Can't really lift the shingles up at all without that matting breaking on there. And that's going to damage the integrity of the shingle and also affect its water shedding capabilities. You can see that's real bad there as well. You can see what happens when we lift it not even that much at all. We can see how much that's creasing right there, causing those stress fractures. We have this shingle over here. You can see a stress fracture all the way across. Same thing here, stress fracture on that one. So we can see pretty clear stress fractures to these surrounding shingles. We can see this one here. We have shingle 5, 6, 7, and 8, all with stress fractures on those. So we can see from repairing this one damaged shingle here, the results are going to be at least or up to 4 additionally damaged shingles with all of those stress fractures. Also, I want to take a look at the mat transfer. I believe we had some up here, and we can see the exposed fiberglass on the bottom of those shingles where those pieces of mat transfer came off. We can see some of these teeth delaminated, so now those are not sealed down anymore. Looks like it was just that one. And then over here we can see the mat transfer along this one is very bad. You can see where that exposed fiberglass is on the top of that shingle, and the chunk stuck to the bottom of that shingle. So that's also causing damage to the integrity of the shingle, and it's going to make it extremely difficult for these shingles to reseal properly once repairs have been made. So we can see an additional 3 or 4 damaged shingles from repairing this one. Those are going to be potential leak hazards with those stress fractures caused to them, and then that very significant mat transfer as well. So I do not believe that repairs are feasible on this roof. We can see the results, potential leak hazards, 4 additionally damaged shingles, and we can see the wind damage is pretty widespread on this roof. We can see that right there, that one over there, We got some on the back. So we can see what the results are if repairs were to be made, and it would be leaving the homeowner here with potential leak hazards all over their roof, looking just like this. I do not believe that that would be indemnification, leaving them with more damaged shingles than they previously had. So with that being said, I do not believe that the roof is repairable. We're going to chalk up all those damages and get some better pictures of those. Thank you for your time.